Hey, what's up? My name's Nate. I'm the owner of Riverview Decks, and today I want to talk to you about how to avoid the top 10 most common structural issues with a deck. Your deck provides you an outdoor living space to relax and spend time with friends and family. It's also a great place to get some peace and quiet. Decks can last for years as long as they're properly maintained, but it is important to be aware of the most common structural problems that occur. By understanding these problems and how to avoid them, you can keep your deck in good standing condition for many years to come. Any homeowner knows that a wooden deck or patio is a lot of maintenance. It is necessary to pressure wash and stain and seal it every 2 years to maintain its durability and structural integrity. Boards will eventually rot and decay if you don't. This process can easily be accelerated with the exposure of water, so if you are in a wooded area or get a lot of rain, if you're not maintaining your deck, this will quickly accelerate the deterioration of it. Clogged gutters are a huge problem with decks. Unfortunately, that water has to go somewhere, so if it's not diverted through the gutter properly and it ends up right below the deck or even close to the footers, that can cause a serious amount of damage to your deck. It could shift, move, everything could loosen, and could be a catastrophe. In addition, regularly check for loose nails. These are a trip hazard. Plus, you don't want one in your foot, I promise you. By taking these precautions, you can enjoy a deck or a porch for many years to come. One of the most important structural components of a deck is the ledger board. That's the attachment to the house. It's usually a long horizontal plank that has either through bolts, lags, or specialty hardware to connect it to the exterior band board of the home. This ledger board supports the joists that the deck is sitting on. If this connection is not proper or insufficient, over time, the entire deck could be pulling away from the home and you may not even know it. In addition, the gap between the ledger board and the exterior band board must have flashing. If the flashing has since deteriorated or is rotten, there's a good chance that so is the connection to the house. We recommend that every so often, a professional have a good look at that ledger board and make sure the flashing is actually functioning properly and that the water is wicking away from the actual band boards. Following the ledger board are the joist boards. When a deck is built, every 6 inches a screw goes into that joist. And so if you can imagine removing all of those screws and looking down the deck, you're gonna see the top of the joist is split open and possibly even rotten. So when we replace deck boards, we have a good look at the joists themselves. In many cases, they are a full replacement after a couple of years if they're not properly maintained. And in another video, we talk about taping the top of the joists to prevent that and provide you a long-term waterproof solution. Again, a couple of tips that you can take to prevent any long-term wear or damage is a thorough inspection regularly of your deck components, fixing any worn areas or possible damage, rot, or deterioration, making sure that the wood is stained and sealed regularly, making sure that all the structural components are blocked, braced, and secured and are not loose, checking the flashing to make sure that it's properly installed, and wicking the water away from the ledger board. Lastly, keeping the deck off of the wet soil. Any posts touching dirt or grass or ground will rot. So if you're not sure how to inspect your deck, give us a call. We can help you assess the damage and recommend the best action to get your deck back in its best condition. We have years of experience repairing decks and can ensure your outdoor living space is safe and looking its best. All right, so there you have it, the top 10 most common structural issues that we see with decks. If this information was helpful, as always, please subscribe, like, share with your family and friends, ring the bell, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.